It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey.
He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the 49ers and the Chiefs, and it comes your way. Next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Huard, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we had a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly for those guys on the field.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And bringing them out, you cannot call him irrelevant ever again. Took his team to the Super Bowl last year. It's Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy proved that his rookie year was no fluke. 31 touchdowns will do that. But what I loved was the efficiency, the rating, and not just me. It's what Kyle Shanahan, and just listen to those 49ers teammates talk about Brock Purdy. Sure, he threw for almost 4,300 yards, but just at every turn, on every stage, this guy delivers. In fact, he became only the 8th quarterback to take a team to a Super Bowl in their 2nd season in the history of this league. Can't wait to watch Brock Purdy continue to take more and more steps with this invaluable experience he's gained as a young player.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Along the right sideline, there's space. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go? That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers! And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The 49ers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. They watch their fumble turn into pull. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds his man, Gray. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Drop play, this is McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Bronco switch.
On the counter, McCaffrey. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running after this offense. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Alert!
Going run again with McCaffrey. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone.
Reload!
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 20-zip lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him! And a big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up. They bring a tight end in motion right. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Hauled in by Gray. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fields this clean at the 30. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Smash! Unlock line!
Purdy to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Into the hands of Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Check, Panther! Go!
From the gun is Purdy. Vacates quickly left side. Throwing this back in the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Rolling out to his left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Devondre Campbell making the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. The motion Brown right. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Chiefs pushing for points. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the tote. It's 4th down coming up. Matt Araiza on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The 49ers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. Rolling left, buying some time. Has the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Alexander Madison, the former Viking, a touchdown run. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kirk Cousins leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Jaden Daniels, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that 1st half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the 2nd half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers!
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. First and 10 from the 41.
Check. Take off.
Purdy throwing here. Throwing deep for the end zone. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. Offense to the line for second down. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're gonna get out there to check on him. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. First throw for the backup now. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. 2 plays ago, if we had seriously mentioned a safety partner, we'd have been laughed out of this booth, right?
Well, they say things move fast in the NFL, huh?
A couple of back-to-back sacks, losses like that, really opens us up to possibilities we weren't expecting.
Yeah, not all those possibilities are good, Kate, unless you're that defense that just dropped 2 points on the scoreboard.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, set.
They toss right side to McCaffrey. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
These running backs love getting to the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They toss to McCaffrey, running left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd and 6 now. Escapes the pocket. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, You got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Let's go.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Chiefs have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Done.
Wentz to throw. Escapes the... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The 49ers running them out of the building! Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers continue adding on to that lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Tony now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Done.
To throw is Wentz. Flush down out to his left. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. after a good pickup. They're set up with second and short.
Here we go, here we go. This is up.
From the 31. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Ayuk put in motion left. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kid, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throw it. It connects on the deep shot. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The 49ers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs offense out to take over. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Chiefs hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They bring their tight end left. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Now Wentz. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. Well, Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. I believe that's 3 socks, and they're out. Or in this case, off the field following that safety.
That's a pretty good call, Kate. I'm actually going to... Oh, you want baseball? I'll give you some baseball. You know what that was? That was like an immaculate inning. You know what an immaculate inning is in baseball?
Look at you. You dropping immaculate into the video game.
That is 9 strikes, and you're out. 3 strikeouts. That's a perfect inning. 3 sacks back to back to back. That's an immaculate outing, and my hunch, We won't see it again the rest of this game.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing. Big gain downfield. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Now here's Wentz. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. He gets it away now from his own end zone. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.